Hey, welcome back to another edition of the Savvy Steward. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you have not yet. Definitely check out some of our other videos and follow us on social media. Today, I'm talking about how to become financially literate. It's so important in the world that we live in today. If you're following what the markets have been doing, they've been up and down. If you're just following what's going on at the grocery store and seeing inflation, if you're interested in buying a home and you're concerned about the market rates, it's all going to boil down to how financially literate you are. And if you know what's truly going on, not just in your own finances, but then understanding the finances of the economy as a whole. So, where should you start with financial literacy? I myself, of course, if you've followed me for a while, or if you're just getting to see some of these videos, I've graduated from Georgia Southern University. I have degrees in accounting and business. But my financial literacy did not start with going to college. My financial literacy started at home. It started watching my parents pay bills. It started with uh, even my grandfather giving me money for the ice cream truck. Like my understanding of money came pretty early. Now, money, of course, is a vehicle that we use to get the things that we need, but really understanding how it works in the greater part of society, and then understanding how to actually make it work for us. And that's really the bigger part of financial literacy, just knowing how can we continue to make money grow? How can we discipline ourselves with our money? How can we properly manage our money? All come down to, again, the foundations of financial literacy. So when I get this question or I get asked about how did I start or what's the good place to even start with learning about finances, my first thing that I tell people is to ask themselves first, do they have a budget? Do they know what a budget is? Do they know how budgets work? And a lot of people do not like the word budget. Like budget is like has become such a buzzword and such a even a fearful word that people don't like to hear, but it's truly just a plan for your money. So before we can make it grow, we have to already know what it's doing. So all it is making sure that we are listing in whatever way you want to do is listing how much money you actually make and then how much money you actually spend. That's it. Let's start from there before we get to, oh, use this type of budget or that type of budget. Truly, how much money do you make and how much money are you spending? So with how much money you're making, what are you getting paid on your job? What are you getting paid from your side hustle? What are you getting paid from even your fixed income? If that's Social Security, if that's a different kind of benefit that you may be receiving. How much are you getting? And let's say on a monthly basis. Some people are paid per week, some people are paid every 2 weeks. But let's look at the entire month and see how much you are making, right? Then let's look at how much you're spending in an entire month. How much are you eating out? How much is your rent or your mortgage? How much are your utility bills? How much is your cell phone bill? How much are you spending on gas? So now we have to look at with your spending, is it over or above what you're making? because it should be under what you're making. If it's over what you make, are there any things that you can cut out? Is it anything that you can live without, even for a temporary period of time? With your income, are you truly making enough to really continue the lifestyle that you have? So, do you need to get another job? Do you need to um, ask for more money on the job that you have? Do you need to go back to school to uh, increase your educational level to make more money? Should you start a new business? Should you start a business in the first place? It all comes down to really the review of that budget and what that budget says that you are currently doing, so you can really elevate, so you can really do more than what you've been doing, so you don't have to feel so stuck. So that's what I generally tell people where to start. Now, after budgeting, looking at your credit, what is your credit score? And not only what's your score, what are the items that are on your credit report? You can actually receive a free credit report each year at annualcreditreport.com. So you can see, are there medical bills on your on your credit report? Are there student loans on your credit report? Are there unpaid debts on your credit report? Because it's not just important to know the score. How do you improve the score, right? So you have to know what's on the report so you can know what needs to come off, what shouldn't even be there in the first place. So making sure that you're reviewing your credit score, your credit reports, all let lending agencies know how much they can trust you, right? So if you want to be a trustworthy person, if you want to go to the bank and be able to buy that house with a conventional loan, even a FHA or USDA loan with buying property, what they're going to ask about your credit score. They're going to look at your credit history. So it's important to know, hey, what my credit score is, how I can improve my credit score, and what banks or other lenders are truly looking at when I'm going to make major purchases. If that be a home, if that be a vehicle, if it even is equipment or furniture that you're purchasing through lines of credit, they're going to want to know. So, what does it tell them? What does your credit score and credit report, what does that reflect about you? Are you trustworthy? And like I said, it's built upon that budget. How are you spending? Are you spending money that you don't have? Essentially, if you have a lot of debt and you're putting a lot of money on your credit cards, or putting a lot of money on lines of credit and you're not paying those back. So really important to make sure that your credit is together as well. And the third big thing that I tell people when it comes to financial literacy is knowing how your taxes come into play. So know when you're filing your taxes, are you receiving a refund or are you owing, right? When you are filing your taxes, what deductions are you taking? What options are out there for you to really benefit more from? Are you making charitable contributions? Did you have medical expenses? Did you do you own your home? And are you able to deduct your mortgage interest, right? So there's so many different deductions. There's so many different ways that the income tax system can work for you, but Is that something that you know how to do? Is it something that you're taking advantage of? And even your taxes, like I said, it's going back to the money that you're making over the course of the year, going back to that foundation of that budget, right? So all of these big three, the your budget, your credit, and your taxes, they're all important and really the foundation of financial literacy. So go back, go review. Hey, how is my budget? Does it need to get tighter? Is there things that I can do better? How can I improve here? With your credit, what is my score? What is on my reports? With my report, what shouldn't be on my report? What am I doing to improve the items that are on my report? Right? And then with your taxes, what could I be doing better? How can I make the income tax system work for me? What deductions can I take? Am I truly benefiting um, from the way that I'm filing right now? Are there things that I should look into in order to improve my tax situation? Should I start my own business to have more deductions and write-offs that will help me in favor when it comes to my tax situation? Should I start looking at different types of income, such as dividends or interest, because they're not taxed at such a high rate like W-2 income, right? So all of these things go together and help you become more financially literate. Don't forget, we have sessions on our website, www.loveserveeducate.com. They're as low as $25 for sessions on budgeting, credit, and even taxes, multiple streams of income, financial goal setting, and that's just to name a few. But there are no excuses for you not being financially literate. There are a lot of resources out there, and we're happy to be just one that can offer you the help that you need to be more financially literate for the future. Our goal here at Love Serve Educate is to make sure that you have the financial resources that you need for you, your family, and your future. So thanks again for watching this video, and let me know how you're improving your financial literacy this year. I'll see you next time on The Savvy Steward.